The story of Babylon, cradle of civilization and wonder of the ancient world. In the heart of fertile Mesopotamia, where the Tigris and Euphrates rivers embrace the land, rose the great city of Babylon, one of the most magnificent and powerful urban centers of the ancient world. Babylon was not just a city, but a vibrant hub of life, a beacon of science and art, and the home of a civilization that left an indelible mark on human history. From its bustling streets and lively markets to its towering temples and the legendary hanging gardens, Babylon embodied grandeur and might, serving as the stage for events that changed the course of history. This story will take us on a journey through time, exploring the secrets of this enchanting city, recounting the tales of its mighty kings, its creative people, and its achievements that still inspire wonder and admiration to this day. The rise of Babylon, from a small village to a great empire. The roots of Babylon date back to the 3rd millennium BCE, when it began as a small village on the banks of the Euphrates. It soon grew in importance, becoming a central hub in Mesopotamia. Its true rise as a regional power in the Near East was closely tied to the reign of King Hammurabi, the 6th ruler of the First Babylonian dynasty, who reigned from 1792 to 1750 BCE. Under his wise leadership, Babylon transformed from a mere city into the capital of a vast empire, dominating the lands of the Euphrates Valley and southern Mesopotamia, known as the Old Babylonian Empire. Hammurabi was not only a military conqueror, but also a great legislator and administrator. He is best remembered for his famous Code of Hammurabi, one of the earliest and most complete written legal codes in human history. Inscribed on a massive stele, these laws regulated all aspects of Babylonian life, from justice and trade to agriculture, laying a solid foundation for stability and prosperity. During Hammurabi's reign, Babylon experienced a cultural and scientific renaissance. Arts and literature flourished, astronomy and mathematics advanced, and the city became a magnet for scholars and merchants from across the region. Babylon at this time was a model of an organized, prosperous city, brimming with knowledge and innovation. The Neo-Babylonian Empire, the age of Nebuchadnezzar and world wonders. After a period of turmoil and Babylon's subjugation under the Assyrian Empire, the city rose again in the 7th century BCE, reaching its golden age under King Nebuchadnezzar II, one of the most prominent Chaldean rulers. During his reign, Babylon achieved the peak of its power, becoming a vast empire stretching from the Mediterranean in the west to the Persian Gulf in the east. Nebuchadnezzar II was a master builder and visionary architect. His reign saw monumental construction projects that transformed Babylon into an unparalleled masterpiece. Among his greatest achievements was the famous Ishtar Gate, one of 8 massive gates encircling the city. Constructed with deep blue glazed bricks and adorned with reliefs of lions, dragons, and bulls, symbolizing the gods, Ishtar, Adad, and Marduk, the gate stood as a majestic entryway for royal processions and religious festivals. Today, it remains one of the finest examples of Babylonian art and architecture, equally legendary with the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. According to tradition, Nebuchadnezzar built the gardens for his wife, Queen Amytis, who longed for the green hills and valleys of her homeland. The gardens were said to be a series of ascending terraces planted with diverse trees, flowers, and shrubs, irrigated by an ingenious system lifting water from the Euphrates. Though historians still debate their existence, the image of the gardens endures as a symbol of beauty and luxury. Nebuchadnezzar also constructed the grand ziggurat, the Tower of Babylon, dedicated to the chief god Marduk. This colossal temple is believed to have inspired the biblical story of the Tower of Babel, representing humanity's ambition to reach the heavens. In his time, Babylon was alive with temples, palaces, and paved streets, standing as a thriving center of commerce, culture, and innovation. The fall of Babylon and the end of an empire. But Babylon's glory was not eternal. In 539 BCE, the city fell to the Persians under King Cyrus the Great, founder of the Achaemenid Empire. The decisive Battle of Opis crushed the Babylonian army, and Cyrus entered Babylon peacefully, presenting himself as a liberator of its people from the rule of the last Babylonian king, Nabonidus. 2 centuries later, in 331 BCE, Alexander the Great marched triumphantly into Babylon after defeating the Persians at Gaugamela. Captivated by its splendor, Alexander dreamed of making Babylon the capital of his vast empire, yet fate intervened, and he died in the city in 323 BCE. After his death, Babylon fell under the rule of Seleucus III Nicator, one of his generals, who founded the Seleucid dynasty. By the mid-2nd century BCE, Babylon was once again taken by the Persians, this time under the Parthian Empire. Its decline accelerated as the new capital, Ctesiphon, rose nearby. Babylon gradually lost its political and economic importance, its population dwindling until it was abandoned to the sands of time. 3 centuries later, when the Roman Emperor Trajan entered Babylon with his legions, he found only ruins, shadows of a once great city, the enduring legacy of Babylon. Despite its fall, Babylon left an everlasting legacy that continues to shape the world today. Its unique architecture, from the mighty walls and monumental gates such as the Ishtar Gate to the legendary Hanging Gardens, cemented its place in human memory. Babylon also lived on through myths and stories, such as the tale of the Tower of Babel, preserved in biblical accounts and Greek literature, ensuring its eternal presence in the collective imagination. Babylon was not merely a city, it was a symbol of civilization and progress. Its contributions to law, astronomy, mathematics, and architecture influenced the course of human history. Even the ruins unearthed by German archaeologist Robert Koldewey in the early 20th century still testify to the city's former glory. Babylon, the city once known as the Gate of the Gods, will forever remain an inspiring story of the rise and fall of empires, the boundless creativity of humanity, and the immortal legacy of great civilizations.